understand me. Hmm?
How's that?
That's better. You do the top.
Oh, there it is. Oh, great. I was just going to log in. I'll send RamDass your phone number. If you have any questions, okay. They should be logging in shortly. Who's they?
Hmm. I wonder what number she sent me.
The one I just sent her.
Hmm.
It's going to call my landline. Are you scared?
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna do it.
What?
I'm just gonna go.
Oh my gosh. Oh look! RamDass, you're blurry. Hello. The big eyeball. RamDass is on. It's just a glowing aura.
Maybe that's all they put up. Maybe RamDass isn't real. And they just put an image up there and then they have somebody that sounds like RamDass.
I'm gonna say my whoopee eyes. You
No, don't say anything. They can see us. So is that recording sound and everything?
I think so. Yeah. Oh, that's him calling. Okay. Hello? Yes. Okay. Thanks. Okay, see if it works.
What are you doing?
He's coming in. Are you gonna record it?
Yeah. Just get some out of the fridge.
Need to zoom out. There you go. Hi. It still looks like his picture.
Hopefully they can hear us.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
You look good.
You do. You look really
I
good.
know. This island is the healing island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear it is. It's beautiful.
Where are you?
We are outside Detroit in Michigan.
Okay.
Not quite as
Okay.
tropical. Just hot.
It's hot?
It's been hot here, yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's hot here too.
Yeah. Asking.
Yeah. Something.
Well, we had a bunch of things that we wanted to talk to you about, but we weren't sure.
Okay.
Really, Dave wanted to meet you, so we thought this was like a great way to begin.
We've listened to your audio tapes, read your books, so we feel like we have a connection with you already.
Yeah. The audio tapes are really so good. They get the emotion, which
Yeah. Yeah, we've listened to
and
them over and
people
over again.
know my stories better than I do.
Dave tells them really good. He quotes you all the time.
Abby and I run a yoga studio here,
Uh-huh.
and we have satsang once a month, and we're having satsang tomorrow. So our satsang is going to be about our teachers and gurus, and certainly we'll be talking about this evening.
Okay.
So, but we tell a lot of your stories that we've heard from your recordings, so they're always so wise, always something to learn from there.
Well, I just steal it from my guru anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wanted to ask you what you thought about all of this stuff, the communicating via internet, and it's interesting how we try to connect to our teachers now. You know, we have to do it through internet.
Well, I found that these heart-to-hearts, the presence is felt by all of us, and they're very loving, and it feels like a very very soulful connection.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's funny. I'm having to look at a camera, but I know there's some hearts out there, and I can feel the presence of your hearts and my heart together. And the technology is, it doesn't bring us apart. It brings us together.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I made a pact with myself that I wouldn't fly anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's meaning I'm island bound. So the connection across to the mainland has to be this way. I've been enjoying meetings and giving talks, and it's just as I get sitting here. It's almost good as astral travel.
Mm-hmm.
You picked a good place to be bound to, I think.
I wanted to ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
You can probably hear that my talking is much better.
Mm-hmm.
My aphasia has gone. I walk with a cane. I just, with energies just bubbling. I'm healing, and the ocean and this island made up of lava rock is doing its job in my healing. And then I have 5 doctors, and they're all doing their part. And I do my part. I do my part. And that's it.
Good. I had a stroke about 2 years ago. And although not as severe, but still kind of battling heart problems and things like that. So I've listened to you talk about, we've watched your movie Fierce Grace, and really kind of hit home for me a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's
well, the strokes are often all different sizes and in all different areas of the brain. Mine hit my counting and numbers, and then it hit my right arm and things like that. But some people don't see those things at all.
right.
How was your stroke?
It was just actually on my left side, and
Yeah.
it all the weakness and everything went away within a few days. But I have an irregular heartbeat that they think is causing the blood clots. I've had a couple episodes, so actually next week I'm going into the hospital for a heart procedure, and they're hoping to correct the irregular heartbeat. So it's a little scary, but
I don't think it should be scary. You're a spiritual being, and then God will take care of you.
well, it's difficult to find the spirituality, when you're faced with that stuff. That's one of my challenges.
Well, I'll tell you, I will. When is it next week?
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
week.
One week from today, next week Thursday.
I would like to pray for you. I'll ask Maharaji to look you over.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. A week from now.
Right.
Okay.
What other questions do you want to ask? We're trying to, one of the things I think we wanted to just talk to you about, RamDass, is that Abby and I are both trying through our yoga studio to, it's not so much with us, it's not so much about the yoga, the physical stuff, and we're trying to just be a place where we can kind of guide people and give them a space to experience what yoga has to offer and what all of the stuff has to offer. So I guess we're wondering what type of advice or words you could give.
Well, you're in a tough position because yoga, hatha yoga, is seen in this culture as exercise and body beautiful, and you're going against the stream. And then it's important that you two are very yogic. You know, if you two can identify with your souls, then that'll affect your apperception, and you will teach souls and not teach bodies and not teach egos. And if you can teach souls, that perception of who they are will be in your classes, and they will come out from the class a soul, and also they will work through energy. I think that you can teach Raja Yoga, which all the different types of yoga, and you can teach you as identifying with your soul and see them as souls, and there will be a tremendous amount of love in the studio. And that's going to be from your heart to their hearts. And the energy techniques that you teach is helpful. It's helpful for them to identify with their Atman.
It's a big challenge.
And like one way of doing it is to teach that they will identify with their awareness, that they will aware of their eyes being their ears hearing, thinking, and that will prevent them from identifying with their thoughts
And their body so much.
and body. And then if they are being their awareness deeper and deeper, they come to the Atman, and they're not this. They were launched. They were thinking my awareness, and then they are thinking the awareness. The awareness. The God as awareness. And that's pretty good yoga.
That's it.
And you have to do that so purely, and I mean, you're Hanuman. You're helping God with the task of giving, of bringing souls to God. And that's what you do. Your role might be yoga teacher, but basically you're helping God.
You're making me nervous.
It's great fun, I'll tell you. It's great fun to be Hanuman in helping Ram, and then whatever your role is, and don't get caught in your role.
Right, I've heard that many times. Still difficult to do, though. Still hard to not get caught in the role.
It is. It's damned. Oh,
You've
hard.
yeah. You know, so many things that you've said that I've listened to over and over again have really. I think what's really inspired me is that it's so seems to be so down to earth and you know, easy to understand and easy to relate to the challenges that everybody, you know, we all face in life, and trying to go along the path. So it's been a big inspiration for me to listen to your talks over and over again. And it seems like every time I listen, I learn something new, hear something a little bit clearer.
Well, I'm Charlie McCarthy, and Maharaji is the hand that makes me run. But you too can be that. All you've got to do is listen to your own inner being, and you'll feel the same things will come from that place as come from me, because we're all connected in that inner being. So your ego gets a little anxious at this kind of discussion,
It does.
Well, that's what the ego does.
Uh-huh. You two and I, we are souls watching our egos playing out its roles. Its roles. Mm-hmm.
And the roles are teacher, yogi, man, woman, patient, and we're seeing our dance. Our dance. My dance, the dance of RamDass, is just fascinating to me.
Well, we're glad you're enjoying it.
I am, because I'm in it for a long haul.
Yeah.
Good.
Me too. It is a lot of fun, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is fun in incarnation.
Mm-hmm.
We like it. We like being human.
It's particularly fun where in the two things where you're in the incarnation and watching the incarnation. Those two planes of consciousness, that gives you a richness to the incarnation.
To be in it and to observe it at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very.
I'm speechless. I don't know what else to say. You still feel Maharaji with you? Yes? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I can feel Maharaji with you too.
That's good. Well, again, you've inspired both of us. More than I can even describe. I could say it over and over again, but it's been quite an inspiration to read your books and, again, listening to the audio stuff that we have gathered up is very inspiring. So.
Well, that's Maharaji coming through to you.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Hopefully
That's Edgar Bergen. That's not Charlie McCarthy.
Do you get a lot of visitors in Maui?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The term "a lot" is whether it's a relative term, but when there's no visitors, I like
And some
and
space.
Maharaji.
Yeah.
And he's a visitor. He's a visitor most times at my house.
Mm-hmm.
But people told me that stay one place, people would come. And people come. We have 3 retreats for people. We had a retreat with
Krishna Das.
Krishna Das, and then we retreat with Deepak Chopra, and then we have Sharon Salzberg, and we're going to have lots of more retreats. And people come from the mainland, and then I have satsangs here in the island, and those audiences are hippies and spiritual people that island hop.
I bet that's fun.
They've all left home, and now we're here together. And some of them are